Welcome to my vent session. So with everything that's been going on over the weekend and everything that was not done today, I guess, supposed Commander-in-Chief's explanation of it not being his fault. I got an email from the VA a little bit ago. Veterans Association. I thought I was doing all right. It's definitely doing better than last night when I tried to do whatever. A lot of times I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to what the VA sends me except for my appointments and stuff. And this one's supposedly trying to help veterans deal with and process what's going on with Afghanistan. I guess that means somebody finally got off their butt and started realizing a few things up there. Maybe it was the flood of calls that they were getting on the crisis line, I don't know. But they decided to send out a mass email to registered veterans. Kind of sort of encouraging you to get help if you think you need it. But in it, they had a couple of suggestions of things that you can do at home for yourself. The second one on the list was continue with your routine. Basically just kind of keep going through the motions of the day and letting one day bleed into the next, into the next, into the next. Kind of a mindless, depending on what kind of medications you're on, drugged up zombie. I've been there, I know that feeling. It's really not a good one. Sometimes there are some things that's the only way you can get through. But yeah, second suggestion was to basically mindlessly, aimlessly go through the day. Just go through the motions, it'll be alright. Go through the motions. The third one I can't even think of right now. Which kind of sucks because I wanted to talk about that one too. Because it was kind of dumb. But the first one, their first suggestion really set me on end. Try to change your thought processes. Try to look at the positive. If you were deployed to Afghanistan or if you were in support of Afghanistan, you need to think, instead of dwelling on what's going on, you need to, or asking, was it worth it? Try thinking, I helped keep Afghanistan safe. Yeah. How safe does Afghanistan look right now? Is that really the best you could do for your first suggestion? I helped keep Afghanistan safe. The people that are over there right now, living in fear, many of them being executed. But you want me, and you want my other compatriots to sit there and think, I helped keep Afghanistan safe. That was the suggestion that you led with. I helped keep Afghanistan safe. Yeah. People over there are safe, all right. did a bang up job sending U.S. military troops over there. They trusted us, and we abandoned them. And a lot of them are going to be executed, tortured to death because of the fact that they helped us. They had faith in us to keep them safe. But you want me to sit there and pat myself on the back while they're being executed, shot in the middle of the street, and their bodies are being left to bleed out. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the videos online. I didn't even go looking for them, and I saw them. Pat myself on the back, hold my head high, and say, I helped keep Afghanistan safe. And making that last statement reminded me what the third suggestion was. The third suggestion was to turn off the media and stay away from it. It's all over the place. It's on the radio, it's on social media, it's on the TV, it's in the newspapers. You go to the store and it's headlines right there. Right there, magazines, news articles, newspapers. You hear it on the radio in Walmart as you walk through, and the music goes to a commercial. But stay away from the news and news media. Yeah, that's another good one. That's really easy to do. It's like telling the guys who suffer from depression and PTSD, shut yourselves in your house. Turn off all your lights, sit in the corner, and start drinking. That way, no TV, no magazines, no news articles, no going out in public and seeing it or hearing it. The alcohol will maybe numb the pain, stifle the flashbacks. Smart, real smart. Are you trying to kill veterans? Are you trying to get them to commit suicide? That's their top three. That's their top three suggestions, what veterans can do for themselves. And people wonder why veterans tend to have issues. Even those who think that they're okay. Hell, I thought I was fine for years. I didn't know that I was having issues. Didn't recognize it. I was mentally strong. I was probably one of the strongest people mentally that I knew. Even some of my friends said stuff like that. Nothing gets to you. Why is it that nothing ever gets to you? You just keep right on trucking. I guess I fooled everybody by fooling myself. I didn't realize I had anything that could have caused me a problem. When I got out, didn't even finish my first contract. 5.5 out of a 6-year enlistment. Got a meds up. Thought I was okay. Sat there and said, you know what, it's a fucking bullshit discharge. They were cutting 2,000, 20,000, however many troops out of the Air Force to reduce their budget. I got the lucky straw of being one of those to be discharged because they couldn't get enough volunteers. Thought I was great, hadn't been in that long, kept a lot of my individuality, figured, yeah, going back to civilian life won't be that big of a deal. Civilian life fucking sucked when I got to it. Hated it. I just didn't realize why, being overseas for so long. Spent more than half my life at that point in time as a civilian. Why would it be hard to go back to? Even though in a lot of ways I was happier in the military, active duty. So yeah, I'll readjust. No big deal. Not necessarily what I want, but I'll adjust. Boy, was I wrong. About 5, 6, 7 years out. Nah, not 7. About 5, 6 years out. Dominoes were falling that I didn't recognize. 8, 10 years out, I started to see it. It's like, I'll handle it. It's fine. I can deal with it. Still lying to myself. Starting to see that there's issues, but still lying to myself. I'll find a way. I always do. My friends will sit there and tell you I say that all the time. I always have. I'll find a way. I always do. I have to. There's too many other people depending on me. Yeah. Up until the point where I didn't. Or I couldn't find a way. Couldn't find a normal way. Found another way. Found a couple of coping mechanisms. Picked up a couple of addictions. They helped for a little while. But still kept sinking. Yeah. Those top 3 for you. Great suggestions. You're going to be filling up those national cemeteries. Poor, pure genius whoever wrote that and sent it out. Now that I've had my rant, blowing off a little bit of steam. Anybody out there needs somebody to talk to, I'm here. If you're seeing this, you're probably seeing it on the website. I might transfer it over to YouTube, I don't know. You can go to theconstitutionalconfederate.com, click on contact and reach out. I'll be here. I've heard several veterans say, even while they're trying to get help at the Veterans Assistance, Veterans Association, Veterans Affairs Hospital, whatever the hell you want to call it, at the VA hospitals, the counseling floor, the medical floor, the primary building. One of the truest and most correct things that a lot of vets, the older ones in particular, part of my generation, you hear us say a lot of times when we find another veteran is that all we have is each other. They're right. There are some people at the Veterans Administration that want to help, they genuinely do, but they don't know how. There are others that are there to collect a paycheck, you can tell. They don't care. They say words, use phrases, pre-rehearsed sentences, but you can tell that they don't mean it. And then there's others that are there who genuinely don't care, some who actually dislike it being there. But they won't leave. The pay and benefits are better. They've got tenure, whatever. It's hard to get somebody fired after about 3 or 4 years working for the VA, even if they deserve it. I don't know. When I was going out and about more, it was actually fairly easy to find veterans and spot them without even asking. It's just something about them. Well, they say the same thing. They would tell me the same thing. I don't look like one necessarily, but they'd sit there. There was more than once, several times, where they would ask. They could tell. That's probably the truest statement I heard around that hospital, and it didn't come from the medical staff. It came from the other vets. All we have is each other. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out. I'm here. You can send me a private message if you see this on social media. You can send me a message through the website. I do get notified when people comment or send a message or whatnot. I can pick it up, pick up my phone and open it right there. You need a shoulder to lean on, you need somebody to vent, you need somebody who understands. I'm here. And believe it or not, for those who have come forward while I was going to class in person and I hung out at the Veterans Lounge, that was actually one of the things that helped me the most. You may not think so, but it'll help. You don't have to deal with this alone. See, I'm not a combat vet. I don't claim to be. There are some things that some of you guys have been through that there's no way for me to understand. But there are other things that I can relate to. with you that I can share with you. So yeah, reach out. I'll be here. Same thing goes if you were EMS, fire, police. I've worked alongside you guys as well. I've been there. I've had those bad days. You guys take care. Till next time, watch your six.